play. They've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And this is going to be... Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this one's getting good now. Fourth quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge third down stop. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, Bridgewater. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Bridgewater on fourth down. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. All right, it's time for this big O-line and the playmakers to take control of this game as we get down toward the end. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Hard throw, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you got to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Only 2 timeouts at the defense's disposal, and it's doubtful that's going to be enough for him to get the ball back as we'll head back in for the final moments of this one. He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders went a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time?
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Panthers going up against the 49ers. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead. We turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains happen.
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw on second down is Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're putting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right. Big third down conversion. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the back. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Johnson coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
And he's going to go down again. William Hayes. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Bailey able to knock it through. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's in for the 49ers score. Figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants him.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. 2nd quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And now running right through it. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. As we drop you into the action, it's 2nd down, 2nd and 5 inside the red zone. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. The pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. This defense backed up now as they're looking at a 1st and goal just inside the 10. To the air again, Smith. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Shotgun now for Breeze. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, this one's getting good now. 4th quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge 3rd down stop. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. This defense holding on to a slim three-point lead here in the fourth. They need to hold on and hopefully yield no more than a field goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And time winding down here in this fourth quarter. This is a crucial spot. Let's see what the offense can do. Breeze now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll toss it to Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Breeze, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Howard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you? This defense now desperate to protect their three-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. Now it's Smith. And some room to work. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Now Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's third and short. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to throw, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. And it was the Seahawks who were able to take home the victory there. Chris Thompson, a touchdown run to help lead the way. Smith now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So yet another field goal to end the drive. So we drop you into this situation. The game is tied. Late fourth quarter. This offense starting with the ball on their own side of the field. And they do have all 3 timeouts looking to get into field goal range. To throw is Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19. 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain there. They've got a ways to go now on third down. And now third and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be.
And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the 49ers going up against the Seahawks. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. The scoreboard says goose eggs right now, but we might be changing that momentarily. The offense with the football in the red zone. Now Breeze, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick.
And now time to check into the action as this offense tries to see if they can put a drive together here early in this first quarter. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. Now a play fake here on first down. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. A good pickup there at 22. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A give to Howard. And he's brought down. The numbers for Howard a week ago, 23 carries, 95 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And he gets it down to the 32. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it?
Well, let's get back into the action. This defense up against a 1st and 10. The ball down at the 12-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How do you not get any votes for comeback player of the year?
I was just going to ask you that, not the George. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Let's jump back into the action with this defense up against a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. 3, 9, 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run route.
And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. On third down, that's Howard. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It's a 10-yard pickup. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit.
Bree's going to go on fourth down. 7 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to tie things at 20. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught, and he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going. And now it's first and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? They run with Howard. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him into the zone. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes thus far. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? 20, 10, touchdown 49ers. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas.
This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. Time running out here on the play clock. Running with Howard. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Being chased under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And we drop you back into the action. The field goal unit on here in the 4th quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to solve one on the NFL.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Cap room is how much money you have to spend. The closer your contract proposal is to the design. Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player. Each skill unlocked will cost you. Unlock this player's true skill ranking. You just found a diamond in the rough. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week,
a 4th down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's Johnny Hecker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6. Still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. All right, time for us to spotlight Rob Gronkowski. Time to get back into the action. We've got a red zone alert. 1st and 10 at the 14. On the give, running right is Howard. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. From midfield, here's Breeze. Flushed out right, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So here's the situation. They forced the fumble, got the football, and now they have it in the red zone. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Throwing now is Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Craig Robertson in there to get him for a loss of 9. On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners take advantage of field position. Third down situation coming up in the third quarter, in this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man, it's Amendola. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. Now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the wall. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. 4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Howard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 3. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21. A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. 4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick when you don't get it. The risk comes out to play. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. On third down, that's Howard. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. Now Breeze. And Amendola with a catch. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now.
But Charles, it's one thing.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the 49ers going up against the Cardinals. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape,
still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Breeze now to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a scoreless game right now in the first quarter, but that might be about to change. This offense has it in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw is Breeze. And this is caught by Watkins. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
The numbers there for Howard a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
They'll try again with Howard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Drew Brees. A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. From the red zone now, Goff. And Davis with it left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again is gone. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. From the 50, it's gone. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. They'll try the air now with Goff. This complete to the tight end Clay. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. William Hayes with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And Bullock will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Here's Breeze. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. After this, here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of them.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally...
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete here on third down. It's rare that a receiver... All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. Now a handoff to Crowell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. William Hayes in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Goff. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been an automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. First and goal in the red zone. On the handoff, this is Howard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Breeze to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Drew Brees with his second touchdown. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Here's Goff now on second down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a short return will be stopped. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Off play action. Here's Goff. It finds Crabtree for the... Completion. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Now this defense here really needs to hold them to a field goal late, or maybe could they force a turnover and allow no points? Time to see. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, Crowell. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Bullock will put this one through. By the way, they've gone final now out in Carson. So what kind of a drive can the offense muster here? Remember, they need to get it into the end zone because they're trailing by more than 3 in a one-score game. They have no timeouts left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. Now we're getting to the good stuff here in overtime as this offense takes over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They set for their first drive here in overtime. And now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. You have too many players on your team. Choose which players you want to cut. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.